You know what hurts more than being stabbed in the back? Being erased like you never existed. And that's exactly what my sister did to me. But don't worry, what goes around comes around. Stay till the end because the revenge is sweet. My name is Emma, I'm 27, and I just learned the most painful lesson of my life. Family doesn't always mean loyalty. Growing up, my sister Grace and I were inseparable. We shared everything. Clothes, secrets, dreams about our future weddings. We promised each other we'd be maids of honor at each other's weddings. We even practiced our speeches when we were teenagers. Fast forward to last year. Grace got engaged to this guy named Michael. I was so happy for her, like genuinely excited. I helped her pick out her dress. I drove 3 hours to look at venues with her. I spent my weekends addressing invitations and making decorations. Then the invitation arrived at my house. I opened it with the biggest smile on my face, but that smile disappeared real fast. I wasn't listed as the maid of honor. I wasn't even a bridesmaid. I was just a regular guest, like some random cousin she barely knew. I called her immediately. My hands were shaking. Grace, is this a mistake? I asked her. Did the printer mess up the invitations? She got quiet, too quiet. Then she said the words that broke me. Emma, I chose Michael's sister Sarah as my maid of honor. We've gotten really close and I thought it would help bring our families together. I couldn't breathe, but Grace, we promised each other. Since we were kids, I've been helping you plan this whole thing. She sighed like I was annoying her. Emma, you're being dramatic, you're still invited, just be happy for me, okay? That's when I realized something. She didn't just replace me, she erased me. Like our childhood promises meant nothing. Like all those hours I spent helping her meant nothing. But here's where it gets worse. The wedding came and I went because Mom begged me to go. I sat in the back row, like I was nobody. Grace's new friends were bridesmaids. Michael's sister gave this beautiful speech about sisterhood. And Grace looked at her like she was the best sister in the world. I sat there in that back row and I made myself a promise. If I ever got married, Grace would know exactly how this felt. Well, guess what happened 6 months ago? I met this amazing guy named Daniel at a coffee shop. He spilled his latte on my laptop, apologized like crazy and offered to buy me a new one. We started talking and we just clicked. 3 months later he proposed. And it was perfect. The ring, the moment, everything. But you know what made it even more perfect? The fact that I finally had my chance. I started planning my wedding immediately. I chose my best friend Rachel as my maid of honor. My cousin Sophia and my friend from work Jennifer as bridesmaids. I picked the most beautiful venue. The planning was going great. Then Grace called me, she was so excited. Oh my gosh, Emma, I can't believe you're getting married, I'm so happy for you. When do we start planning? What color do you want your bridesmaids to wear? I'm ready. I could hear the excitement in her voice. She just assumed she'd be my maid of honor. She probably already imagined herself giving a speech, talking about how we'd been close since childhood. I took a deep breath. Grace, you're invited to the wedding as a guest. I've already chosen my bridal party. Silence, complete and total silence. Then she exploded. What, Emma, I'm your sister. How can I not be in your wedding? I stayed calm, super calm. Well, Grace, Daniel's cousin Megan and I have gotten really close, and I thought having her as maid of honor would help bring our families together. You understand, right? I used her exact words, every single one. She started crying. Emma, this is different, you're being petty, I'm your only sister, you can't do this. Actually, I said, I can, you'll still be invited, just be happy for me, okay? She hung up on me, then she called Mom. Then she called Dad. They both called me telling me I was being cruel, that I should forgive and forget, that family comes first. I told them the same thing. If family comes first, why didn't you say that to Grace when she erased me from her wedding? They had no answer for that. Suddenly they got real quiet. The weeks went by. Grace tried everything. She sent me long text messages about how sorry she was. She showed up at my apartment crying. She even offered to help pay for part of my wedding if I'd make her a bridesmaid. But I didn't budge, not even a little bit. My wedding day came last weekend, it was beautiful. Rachel gave the most amazing speech. My dress was perfect. Daniel and I were so happy. And Grace, she sat exactly where I sat at her wedding, in the back row. I saw her during the reception. She looked miserable. Her eyes were red from crying. She kept looking at Rachel and the other bridesmaids like she wished she was standing there. Part of me felt bad, a tiny part, But then I remembered sitting in that back row at her wedding, feeling invisible, feeling erased, and that tiny part of guilt disappeared. After the wedding, Grace sent me a message. I finally understand how you felt. I'm so sorry, Emma, I was selfish and I took you for granted. I hope one day you can forgive me. I read it, then I put my phone down. Maybe one day I'll forgive her. Maybe one day we'll be close again. But right now she needed to learn that actions have consequences, that you can't just erase people and expect them to forget. My mom said I went too far, that revenge isn't the answer. But honestly, it wasn't even about revenge, it was about respect, about showing Grace that I matter, that our promises mattered, that you can't just throw people away when someone new comes along. So yeah, she erased me from her wedding, and I erased her from mine. Fair is fair, right? Sometimes the best way to teach someone a lesson is to let them walk in your shoes. And trust me, those shoes don't feel good. If you made it this far, drop a comment and tell me, did I go too far? Or did Grace get exactly what she deserved? And hit that subscribe button for more stories like this on Iron Revenge. Because karma always comes back around.